It is so hard to even conceive of history before the printed word, prehistory, literally. So when we think about the Stone Age, most of what comes to mind are cavemen, Neanderthals, just eking out survival, covered in furs maybe. At first, the Stone Age artisans were taking pigments mixed in their mouth and spraying it on simple shapes like their hands and other things to create images on the wall. But even before the end of the last ice age, we start seeing gorgeous, sophisticated images like at Altamira, Spain, and Lascaux in France. Now, some of these images have become so famous, so well known to us, that we actually fail to consider their deeper cultural implications and how they actually challenge some of our notions of the Stone Age. Let's take, for example, the Lascaux caves. In those caves, you see very common pigments: chalk, red clay, yellow clay, even charcoal that has been used from burned wood. But we have now taken chemical analysis of some of those paintings, and we know that some of that black is actually a very rare form of manganese called haussmannite. Even more interesting, the nearest place where you can find that haussmannite, the manganese, is 150 miles away in the Pyrenees, in the mountains. Furthermore, in order to derive manganese from the stones that contain it, you have to burn it in a fire that it measures at least 1650 degrees Fahrenheit in order to get that color. Think about that. A Stone Age artist was so careful about choosing his blacks that he decided he needed manganese from 150 miles away, wrought in a 1650 degree temperature, just to have something different than charcoal. There are other considerations to be made. Height, for example. Many of these caves have pictures so high that some sort of scaffolding would have had to have been used. It would have had to have been engineered to hoist the artisan up high enough so that they could have painted something in a steady enough fashion to create such sophisticated images. Also, light source. Caves, notoriously dark, right? So was there some sort of apprentice 17,000 years ago that had to hold aloft a torch just so an artist could paint sun-dappled creatures? At minimum, this should change our perspective of cavemen, but maybe it also should change our opinion of the importance of art. There you go, that's your art prehistory lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out our other videos and join us next time on History Etc.